I'd like to call the Brimfield Township Board of Trustees meeting to order. Roll call for attendance, please.
All in attendance, Mike?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Nick?
Yes.
Have a full board.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence or prayer. Thank you. All right, first up, we have announcements or correspondences.
Hey, I have one. Hey, John, I want you to include this. I'm glad to see you all here supporting our local government. We truly need residents involved in all these processes. I have talked with Matt Kelly, and I have realized he would be a great neutral and a great asset to this process as we look for John's replacement. But I firmly believe, after talking to the attorney and the prosecutor, that all trustees should be involved in the interview process. My one suggestion is to add one more to the interview committee. And I am strongly suggesting that we choose either Chief Roy Mosley or Chris Atkins. Chris Atkins has such a strong knowledge of our budget and the way our cash systems of the township government work. And I truly believe the time for the toxicity of this local government needs to come to an end. We all need to work together for you, the voters of Brimfield Township, Ohio. And that's all I got to say. I'm just so tired of all this. We're all here for the same purpose. We're here for you, the voters. So that's all I got.
Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome, John.
Should I put this in the minute?
Yes, that's the one I did.
I know.
Do we have any other announcements or correspondences? All right, we do need a motion to approve the agenda. It's not listed on the items here, but I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
I'll second that.
All right, for discussion, we need to remove road department because it was not duly advertised within the 48-hour period. So we'll have to remove that line item number 2, which will just give us number 1, approval of interview panel, and number 3 becomes number 2, which will be an executive session. All right, and we cannot add anything else because it is a special meeting in the 48-hour notice. Roll call for approval with the amendment.
I'm going to make a roll call. I've been asked to kind of do alphabetical on some of these too. So I'm going to start with Nick,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
Motion passed. Can I make a comment to Holly? Can you make sure that one and the one that we had before be put on?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We'll now move into public comment period. There is a 3-minute limit per person. We thank you in advance for being here today and for your comments. Please remember that we take all comments under consideration. It's not a back and forth conversation. We'll take that into consideration as we move through the meeting. There is a 3-minute time limit, and Joe from IT will place up on the screen the 3-minute time limit. With that, we will open it up to public comments. Right now, I see none on the sheet. If anybody else wants a minute to sign, they can. Otherwise, I'll read into record some public comments that were submitted electronically. I submitted them to Holly from residents. First is going to be Shannon Campbell. Good morning, Brimfield trustees. I wish to vehemently express my recommendation that the existing fiscal officer not be part of the interview panel for his replacement. There is an appearance of impropriety with our current fiscal situation, and our trustees must act in a manner beyond reproach, which directly excludes John Dazell from participating in the selecting of his replacement. Additionally, the attempt to designate an applicant to this role, previously with the support of Mr. Dazell, suggests there is a lack of impartiality between 2 potential panel members. Again, our trustees should be doing all things possible to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. I recommend the county auditors be part of the interview panel. Please ensure the participants of these interviews are impartial, knowledgeable, and appropriate. Thank you for your time, Shannon Campbell. Next will be Ray Miller for Butternut Ridge. Mr. Koya, based on the information available to the public,
What's his name?
Ray Miller, Butternut Ridge. Based on the information available to the public, I feel it's my responsibility as a member of this community to express my concerns over the advisory panel. The possibility of a formal fiscal officer who mishandled public funds being able to help select his replacement is beyond a joke. Until his issue and the money is trail is solved, he has no business having to do with Brimfield Township money. We cannot place our trust on someone who has created more questions than he has provided answers. That would be completely irresponsible. The county auditor should serve on this panel along with the trustees. Obviously, HR should be there, but the former irresponsible fiscal officer should never represent the people of Brimfield again. He has still a lot to answer for. Thank you, Ray Miller, Butternut Ridge. For clarification, these are not my comments. I'm just reading word for word what was submitted to Holly. Hi, Nick. I wanted to make my voice heard. This will be Christina Williams, Butternut Ridge. Hi, Nick. I want to make sure my voice was heard. I think it would be an injustice to the taxpayers of Brimfield to include the former fiscal officer in selecting his replacement. He has yet to prove what happened to all the money. There is still more questions than answers. This is not a person that belongs anywhere near the decision-making process. Any trustee who wants him involved raised serious doubts about their trustworthiness at this point. I feel the public has a right to know who that trustee is. The county auditor definitely should be involved, as well as HR. Consider an outside, well-trusted fiscal officer from a successful community or local business. Thank you for the opportunity to be heard. Christina Williams, Butternut Ridge Development. Next, Jennifer Anders. Hello, Nick. I'm emailing you to add my comment to the special trustee meeting on July 14th, 2025. My name is Jennifer Anders, 1225 Baker Boulevard, Apartment E. I have lived in Brimfield for 28 years, and the integrity and well-being of the township are important to me. I believe the advisory panel for the new fiscal officer should include the county auditor in order to have an experienced, fair, and balanced panel. Thank you, Jen Adders. Joanne Frick.
Who?
Joanne Frick, F-R-I-C-K. This will be the last one. My name is Joanne Frick, 1209 Jasmine Drive, Apartment G. I have lived in Brimfield Township for approximately 1 year, but have supported many of the businesses located in the township for several years. I agree with your recommendation. The advisory panel for the new fiscal officer should consist of the current trustees, the business manager, the county auditor, and a staff member from the auditor's office in order to have a fair and balanced panel with the necessary experience to make the best recommendations for Brimfield Township. Joanne Frick. All right. Those are the public comments that were submitted. All right. Any other public comments?
Hey,
I'm gonna put my name on the agenda right now.
Hey, real quick, I need to, Roy just texted me.
Okay.
He would like to have it, he says he knows two of the applicants and would rather have his name taken off.
Okay.
In my statement. Not that it's anything.
Oh, he wants you off the stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. John Dazell, you have the floor. 3 minutes.
Thank you. Joe, or start the clock up there. That's great. One of those people on your list, Nick, is one of my clients, which is really kind of weird that they're bad-mouthing me on there, but they're one of my insurance clients across the street. A couple of those are all on the Joe's Barbecue Blast, the township page. That's where they're all from. People can badmouth me as much as they want. I've done the best I could do with all this money. All this is not my responsibility. It's everybody in this room. So from me being excluded, that's fine. I don't care. I was just offering a place to offer my assistance for 19 years. Got more experience than anybody on that board in regards to Brimfield Township. But I just want to make those comments. That's always nice to hear everything that everybody says that they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. So just leave it at that. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
All right. Any other public comments? If not,
This lady is my client.
we'll move into the
It's a joke.
business portion of the meeting. We're now under discussion of approval of interview panel for the fiscal officer interviews. For discussion, I'd like to make a motion that we have an interview panel that consists of the 3 elected trustees, the HR business manager, the county auditor, 1 designation from the county auditor from his office, and that's the motion that I make for the floor.
Okay, I'll second that motion for discussion.
Okay, so now we can discuss the topic.
Okay,
Would our business manager be there also?
Yeah, I said the business manager.
I really
Business manager.
really strongly believe that we should have someone else from the township. And I think now that Roy has, is reclused himself. I think Captain Chris Atkins would be a great neutral. Because I know we all talked to him, and I think he's a good man. And I tell you, there is not one person in this township that knows that budget like Chris Atkins does. And you can see that justified by the amount of money he has saved for the police department. You know, I mean, he's hoping he can, you know, he's hoping with the help of the Lord that he can get up to 2029. Because I mean, Chris is very fiscally sound, and you know that.
You can't spend $1 over there without
know.
him asking 100 questions.
I mean, sometimes I feel like he's my mother.
Yeah.
But then I remember how much my mother used to buy on Shoppers Network, so I know it's not like.
He does a very good job with the budget. I'm not opposed to adding him on there. I guess my only consideration would be, can we add it as, because I haven't talked to him. I don't know if you've talked to him. if
Yeah,
he's
he would
interested.
gladly do it. He said he's surprised no one's ever asked him.
Okay, so he's
And
interested.
I mean, we're just discussing. I had a nice long talk with Matt, and Matt is a great guy.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need anybody else from the county.
He's the one who, when I spoke with him, he's the one who suggested that he bring.
I mean, my one big concern is, I think a lot of this would have been averted if the county did not mess up our money. You realize we didn't get any of that TIF money from the first half.
Right.
That money would have came to the general fund. None of us know how much it could be. I mean, someone said it could be $20,000. Someone else said it could be 6 figures. We don't know, because all that money, and correct me if I'm wrong, John, it did not go to the school, right? Where did the money go?
They don't know where it went.
Yeah, so
I
all
hope
this,
one of those staff members shouldn't be on there.
so
They didn't have any idea.
all of that money is just sitting in limbo.
Right.
And they're promising us that we should get it the second half, but what was it? Maple Crest, Holly, you remember Maple Crest 1? I think it's Maple Crest 1. So that means all of not Hendricks Tires, Hendricks Tires and
Hamrick.
all those.
Hamrick Manufacturing.
Yeah, none of that money is on there.
Right. But now, also keep in mind, it is designated for specific uses, and that's what we're trying to get clarification.
I know, but it's misplaced. And it's not misplaced because of us, it's misplaced because of Portage County.
So I was explained to me from the attorney that they believe it's a third-party firm that did not disperse it correctly. They were the
I
ones
don't know,
responsible
these
for it.
TIFs are so
That was the
new.
county.
It's-
I don't know of any third
I
party
mean,
that was involved.
You heard as well as I heard that it's, the school could have got it. I don't know. None of us know. We had a meeting about it with the last assistant prosecutor, and
Well-
he said he'd get to the bottom of it, but I still haven't heard the bottom of it. Have you heard, Holly? Are we any closer to any kind of?
There was a meeting on Thursday, which I was not available to attend, but I understand both John and Mike Ladd from our staff there. And John, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I do believe they confirmed that it did not go to the schools. But I think what they indicated is that we had not received all the funds from at least Maple Crest 1 and probably Maple Crest 2 as well.
Yeah.
So
We
that
haven't got any of 2 yet.
we haven't gotten any of 2.
Did
but,
they give you any kind of indication of how much the money is?
John,
No.
I don't think they indicated, but they were it is in the works to come in the next draw. But there was a meeting just on it on Thursday
Right.
where they provided that
And they are going to
update.
be broken down into departments instead of just one lump sum, which we can't break any of the lump sum stuff down because there's multiple TIFs that are out there. So they have agreed on the statement coming forward every quarter or every half that it's going to have each one of those TIFs broken down into what TIF they actually belong to.
This whole toxicity would have never been out if we had had that money to get through. But, it's spilled milk, there's nothing we can do, let's just make sure that, the new fiscal officer doesn't have his hands tied like you did. This is money that's coming into the township, we should receive it.
I would like to throw in for Chris Atkins as well. I've worked with Chris for 19 years. He's great. We work a lot together on all those projects. He's as smart as anybody could be. He should be on there. If I'm not on there, he should be on there. He's the second
I know.
most educated person in
And
the
the one
township.
thing with him, he's not biased. He treats everyone in this township the right way. We might not like it sometimes, but he's
So
very
would
good.
you like to amend the motion, so make a motion to amend the motion to add Chris Atkins to that list?
Yes, I'd like to make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second that.
So what's
a
the
second
list?
to the, so you keep the main motion, there's an amendment to it, there's a first and second.
So is it your motion?
So we keep the main motion that I made. Mike made a motion to amend it to add Atkins.
Okay, and so just as long, because, Sue and I will be there too.
Right, yeah, it has all three trustees.
Because ultimately, it comes down to the votes of you.
We have to vote.
three.
This is strictly an advisory panel.
And that's all, and I just wanted to, I think after talking to Matt, Matt is a good person.
Yes, he's very knowledgeable
He's
and
very knowledgeable, and, I think it's nice to have a neutral from outside the township. But
Yeah.
I think it's also nice to have the one person who knows what the heck's going on with the money. I mean, Chris knows more about that budget than I do, and I know enough to be scared,
Right.
but, you know what I mean? I just want this to be so transparent, such a good board that we can make a concrete decision.
I agree.
So who's the list again?
So the original motion was for the three trustees, the HR business manager, the county auditor, an employee from the county auditor, and then there was an amendment to add Captain Atkins.
So I don't know, I didn't really want another employee from the county. I think it's too many.
That was just under the advisement of Matt Kelly, that he'd like to have one of his staff members that does the day-to-day grind with the numbers.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
give
let's
it-
leave that up to him.
Yeah, and if they don't make it, they don't make it to the interview.
I don't know if I mean, I live here too, but I disagree with that. They're the ones that are in the TIF situation. I mean, we're having enough issues with the TIF, so.
I think I would feel,
I don't
after
know.
talking to Matt, I'd be fine with just him. I mean, he could always reach out and call a friend if he wants to, get some advice.
Well, if we have Chris Adkins on it, I don't see any need to have the county involved with any of our stuff.
So your suggestion is we remove the county from it completely?
Yes. I don't have that much, I don't know if it's faith or what, but in the past experiences that we've had with the county, we've had too many negative things come back from county involvement than positive things.
I think it's prudent of us to have the county auditor in there, just as that financial background, and give that his opinion. They don't make, keep in mind, they're not voting, we're voting. The three of us will make the appointment at the end of the day. This is just to gather the background, understand who the candidate is, understand their knowledge and skill set, so that we can make a clear and transparent appointment to that individual. So the way it sits right now, we have those individuals, unless there's another amendment to the motion to remove the county auditor or remove the county auditor employee.
So if you guys want to be
Roll call.
taking them off or not?
Do you wanna,
I'm
The
good.
county
I'm good.
employee?
I'm good the way it is.
With the county employee on there?
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna be voting. I mean, we're just gonna, maybe someone can ask a question,
And I also want to say I'm in favor of having John present and being part of this. He's given us 19 years of his expertise. And I want people to realize too, that we just went through a state audit for, it was 22 and 23?
21, 22.
21,
They're
22.
behind.
And all the money that has come into our coffers, there was nothing missing. Everything was right to the point. So the inference from people that John has done something incorrectly, I don't think we should be taking the dedication that this man has given us all these years and throwing him under the bus, because he does not deserve that. He is not being fired. He is not resigning for whatever. He is retiring, and it's a whole different ballgame. I think we should still have him there to be present to answer any questions. I just completed this same process with the land bank because Dan Margani is quitting and going back to Kent, the city of Kent. And our committee that we're trying to set up here, we specifically asked him to be there. And then when we interviewed all of these people, Dan was there to give a good professional answer to all of the questions that our board, if he wasn't there, our board wouldn't be able to answer any of them. I'm not a financial person.
Well, unless I'm wrong, John's an elected official. He can go to any meeting he wants.
Yeah, he
And
is.
the advisory
and I
panel will be
truly-
an executive session.
I truly think that any of these candidates need to talk to John to understand what's going on, because I know Nick and Sue and you're not gonna tell them what goes on, because you don't know what goes on. I mean, you know more than a lot of some things. I know more on some things. I'm still totally worried about this upcoming board and the JEDs. I know they don't have a clue about them, but, you know, that's something you guys gotta learn. So, you know, I mean, I don't know, let's just get a vote on this and let's move on.
All right, any other comments on this? If not, I'll call for roll call.
I still don't know what the motion is, though. Are we keeping a county employee on, or are we not?
There's been no amendment to that
Yeah,
motion,
we're
which is
just-
the way it's
we'll
on the
just-
floor.
yeah.
All right, all in favor, Nick,
Yes.
Sue,
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Motion passed. Nick, I do have one question in regards to those comments that were out there. Were those from your Facebook page,
What comments?
the ones that you read in the
No,
minutes?
they were emails submitted to the township email address. And
They were all
emailed
emails?
to- Yep,
Okay.
and they were all emailed to.
I need a copy of those if I can get a copy.
Yep, Holly, can you send these over? Thank you.
Well, people must not like me. They don't send me comments. I guess I gotta start up
They don't send me
All right, we're
any.
moving on to the next piece.
I don't do Facebook.
We're moving into next piece is executive session. This date, 7/14/2025, trustee Koya, I'm moving to convene an executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G, for the purpose of considering the following manners: discipline, except as otherwise provided by law, no public body shall hold an executive session for discipline of an elected official for conduct related to the performance of elected officials' duties or for the elected official's removal from office. If the public body holds an executive session pursuant to Division G1 of this section, the motion vote to hold that executive session shall state which one of the approved purposes listed in G1 of this section are the purposes for which the executive session is to be held, but not include the name of the person to be considered at the meeting. So that's the motion is for.
So you're reading the the elected official? This is not about an elected official.
No, it's not. That's just the language that goes part of this.
So who is it about, though?
We cannot discuss that.
No, I mean, what's the checkbox on?
It's under discipline. That's what I
Okay.
read. It's
All
under
right.
discipline.
Okay. All in favor? Nick?
Yes? I know we need a second.
I'll second.
Okay. Now roll call.
All in favor? Nick?
Yes.
Sue?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Executive session.
We're in executive session at 9:22.
don't care what you say. I'll do it anyway. Anyway, I'll do it anyway. Watch me do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. I'll take this way too far. I break the stars. I'm kicking down the door. Take the floor. I don't care what you say. I'll do it anyway. I don't care what you say. Watch me do it anyway. I really don't care.
Executive session. Joe, give me the thumbs up when you got us online. Okay. All right, we're back from executive session. No action to be taken. We'll open it up for the good of the order for the board or department heads. Any comments to be made? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I will make that motion. It was a nice, peaceful meeting.
Second,
All in favor, Nick?
Yes.
Sue?
yes.
Mike?
Yes.
Motion passed. We are out at 9:58.